what happens when rich chocolate bread pudding meets a decadent whiskey caramel cream sauce and they come together and make the most beautiful, delicious baby is the author of Calabama Cooking, Chef Lori Rogers. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Good to have you here. As you can see, Cam, Kim, and Shirley are waiting patiently to taste this delicious Calabama bread pudding. I've had bread pudding, but never like this.
Well, that's the whole thing with Calabama. You know, I got to take everything to another level.
Right.
Okay, you got to just amp it up a notch. And that's what I did.
And that's what you did. And that whiskey cream sauce is something else. I'll tell you what.
It's the kiss.
It's so sweet and delicious and decadent, but it starts with our custard.
Starts with the custard, right? So normally, you know, when you're doing a bread pudding, you're just going to have nutmeg and cinnamon. They're good too, but you know what? They're going to take the day off. So what we're going to do is we put in some white sugar here. Okay. And we get all that in there. There we go.
Get all the goodness.
And some brown sugar.
Why
because
both?
the two together make just for a rich decadence, and the molasses touch that's in the brown sugar. I'm telling you, this is going to be an explosion in your mouth.
Wow.
The whiskey, the sugars. Okay, let me keep going.
Gosh, keep going.
Put some cream in there. Got to have some cream.
Heavy cream.
Heavy cream. And again, this is light food. This is not caloric anymore because it's the holidays. Heavy cream and half and half only.
Well, what we say is it doesn't count at the counter.
That works for me too.
Yeah.
Now definitely some cocoa powder because it's chocolate.
Which is interesting. I love bread pudding. I've never had chocolate bread pudding.
Oh, wait till we put the chocolate chips in, girl. It's just starting. Now this is one of the little secret weapons. This is instant coffee or instant espresso. And the flavor of espresso.
I'll get it with my finger.
Get it out there.
There we go.
When you put in the flavor of coffee with chocolate, the two together, I don't know what they do, but it's like a marriage, a secret marriage. And when coffee meets chocolate, they just go hello, and I mean, it comes to life.
Magical.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And one of these times I have to make my red wine chocolate cake for you.
Red wine chocolate cake.
Okay.
That's another story. Vanilla, of course. Okay.
Beautiful.
And then you just want to whisk this really good so it's all ready to go into the bread. Now we're going to sit here and start with our bread.
Okay.
This is Italian bread. You want to cut it up into cubes about like this.
Okay.
Okay. Now you can use stale bread is actually best, but what I like to do is to get it and dry it out a little bit if you buy it fresh.
Okay.
And then cut it up and let it sit in the oven for about 15 minutes.
Toast it.
Yeah, just to toast it. That way it's not soggy.
Okay.
Now you get these chocolate chips in
Oh
here.
my goodness. All right, I'm very excited. Any particular type of chocolate chips?
I like semi-sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've just found that with the sugars,
Cute. I
it's
know.
so rich. And in theory, that sounds good, but in practice,
Too sweet.
Yeah, a little bit. But anyway, I digress. Now we're going to take the custard, and you're going to pour this custard all over the bread, just like this, okay? Now, once you're pouring it on there, you want to make sure everything soaks in nice and full.
Jiggle it a little bit?
Jiggle it, and what I do is go in and just even push around like that, and let this sit out about 15 minutes, 30 minutes or more, or overnight.
Overnight? Could you do that? And then really let it soak in?
Let it soak in. And that's why you want your bread to be firm and a good solid bread.
Okay.
Then you're going to put this in the oven.
For how long?
About 45 minutes, 35, 45 minutes on 350 until a knife comes out clean.
It's actually pretty simple, isn't it? I mean, I'm watching you do this thinking I can do this.
Yeah, you just dump and pour.
So while that cooks in the oven, we're going to come over here and make your fancy and famous, it's a whiskey caramel sauce, isn't it?
This is the best part.
There's no other way around it. It's a whiskey caramel sauce.
It is. And if you can actually make the sauce and still have some whiskey and caramel to put in the sauce, you're doing even better. We start here with some melted butter and sugar. That's how all good cream sauces start.
Okay.
We're going to add in some Baileys, the real thing.
Oh my gosh. So, Irish cream.
Irish cream in there.
Right.
And some whiskey, any kind you like. Okay? Put that in, and you're going to bring these to a boil. I could have put all of it in there, but
Could have, but
You know.
Right.
So
And
then
it's
you're going to
actually, I bet some of the alcohol is going to burn off.
It's going to burn off. That's why I bring it to a good boil for about 10, 15 minutes so it can really cook down. I know you're thinking, are you going to get the kids drunk? No. Now, this is when we've already had reducing.
So eventually it's going to look like this.
It's going to look like this after it's boiled for a while.
Okay.
And cook down. You see how that's nice and thick now?
Oh, there you go.
Now, hit it with the cream.
Okay, so heavy cream again.
Heavy cream.
There we go.
lots of layers.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
That's
this smells amazing.
There you go, right there. And then you're just going to bring this together, just like so.
Wow.
The smell is
amazing?
really absolutely incredible.
I love this.
Okay, while you keep whisking around,
So?
I'm going to go in here and grab your...
We're going to take this out, the bread pudding out. Now, when it comes out of the oven,
Oh my goodness.
this is what should meet
That's
you.
beautiful.
Oh, wow.
That is so pretty.
And right away, don't wait, do not wait. Just start pouring.
And is that because the bread will soak it up?
It will. And it's going to look at first like, oh, this is just way too much, but it's not.
Now, Calabama cooking.
Yes.
Tell me about the name. I mean, I think I pretty much have it figured out, but help me out a little bit.
Well, my husband came up with it for starters.
I like it.
I'm born and raised in California.
Yes.
My family is from Alabama, so you've got the heart of Dixie with this California girl who loves to cook.
Right.
And in the midst of all of that, one day I was cooking for him some pork chops and collard greens, and he looked at me cleaning and cutting those greens, and he said, Calabama. And it just stuck.
funny.
Ever since then, it stuck. And I love getting in. I just love cooking. I love pouring my heart into things.
you can
and I love
tell.
the intersection of where I'm from
Yeah.
to where I am and where I'm going.
It's a great mix.
exciting.
You know?
Yeah.
You feel the passion.
Yes.
I just put a dollop of your whipped cream on top.
Okay.
Okay. And
just-
everybody's going to start eating.
Debbie
everybody.
is
Oh,
eating
please
ours
do.
You guys keep
before we
serving it
get
now. And tell everybody this recipe is actually going to be featured in our Home and Family Countdown to Christmas digital cookbook, which can be
Yes.
downloaded at hallmarkchannel.com. And you can connect with Lori on her website, cheflorious.com. It's inglorious.
Thank you very much.
Glorious.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Thank you so much.
Lori,
Wow.
Christmas has never tasted so sweet.